Hello everyone, Maurice and welcome to Tanks Invest, where we talk about investing, finance, fresh development. For today's video, it terms only. The investment I'm going to talk about today would be Ethereum, ticker ETH. I know it's my second video that I'm posting again today. I had a relatively chill day today. I had a couple of meetings here and there, but I want to just come back to revisit again with this Friday afternoon after the market closed. Also, I want to be accommodating to the folks that are international, knowing the fact that we all live in different time zones. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping you guys updated as much as I can. I wish I could do this like consecutively, in a more of a live basis, but my time is only so limited. With respect to, I'm recording around like 4:31 p.m. on Eastern time right now. It's currently trading like the $2,130, kind of hovering around the sideways fashion right now, up about 0.55%. And just to do a high-level recap of all the news that we've heard collectively today, is really coming from a couple of articles, right? Surrounding around the London fork media affectation going forward, right? That anticipatory pressure that we should be expecting, starting I believe on the week of 25th of July, all the way to the world debut on August 4th, which makes sense with that 1 week or week and a half type of affectation ahead of time, that typical anticipatory, like buy the rumor, sell the news type of momentum, right? And the other one is kind of more of a pseudo news surrounding Bitcoin with respect to Square initializing their Bitcoin hard wallet, which is going to be debuting sometime soon. And I think they're still currently working on the development of that and launching that and have a more of a formalized world debut going forward. And with respect to more of a recent news that I heard about an hour and a half ago, with respect to Sotheby, the 277 years old British auction house has recently sold a really rare diamond that is the size of about 101.38 carat diamond to a Hong Kong buyer, anonymous buyer, right? And the transaction cost was somewhere around like the 12.3 million or about 95.1 million Hong Kong dollars. So this definitely is, sample of approval from Sotheby itself. Knowing the fact that they are one of the most reputable auctioneer, but at the same time, in terms of in the public market for being a collectible dealer and being an art dealer, right? Their reputation is definitely, extremely important to them. It is the mantra of their business, right? And respect to just a little bit more color around like the gemstone that was sold. The gemstone that it was called the Key 10138. And basically, what this is, I'm not really a gemologist. I don't know anything about diamonds and things like that. But based on what Sotheby has said, this is the second largest pear shaped diamond ever to be appear in the public market. And with respect to some of the verbiage that Sotheby has talked about, it says that by introducing this innovative payment options to luxury sales, right, they are opening up a new possibility by expanding their reach into a whole new set of clientels, right, which is important to them. Their clients' relationship and their expertise is their mantra again, right? So with respect to this news, obviously, is has a lot of drag effect into Bitcoin. So respectively on Bitcoin is currently up about 1.7%, despite the weekend affectations and some of the anti-correlation effects coming from the equity market, which subsequently have some drag effects, but I will say is minimal onto Ethereum, as we know that Ethereum and Bitcoin are slowly separating. They're becoming their own individual entity going forward, which is a good sign because ultimately, we cannot just have Bitcoin be the motherlord on dragging everything up. We need Ethereum to slowly separate to be the true singular assets with the core value proposition that people believe in, right? And that's something that's the reason why I'm heavily investing in Ethereum, and that's the why you are and you guys are prospectively investing in Ethereum at the same time, right? So I'm gonna go through technical analysis again. Seems like we did break through the $2,150 level. We are kind of hovering, and we are heading into the weekend coming on Saturday, right? So are we going to see more sell-off coming, or are we going to see more of a buying pressure ahead of time? So stay tuned, stick around, let's make some money. Alright, so moving on to the technical analysis for Ethereum ticker ETH. I'm recording as of 4:46 p.m. on Eastern time right now. It's currently trading around like $2,130, up about 0.45%. And let's take a look at the chart real quick. With respect to the positive news that we had today, I would say it's more of a neutral but leaning more toward a positive spectrum. And the news are basically like pseudo directly more channeled towards Bitcoin, but obviously we still have some drag effects that we're experiencing right now. Also on top of that, with respect to people just taking some profit, ahead of the weekend. So we are kind of minimalized. That's why we're kind of trading on a neutral sideways fashion right now. So what's going to be happening going forward? Knowing the fact that we did break the 2,150, and again, we do have a propensity to kind of leap down because of the fact that we don't ever just stay within the level that we are. We don't ever just stay between the walls. We always either go down all the way or go up all the way between the walls, right? So knowing the fact that with respect to the MACD, we are forming a curvature, we are slowly crossing down. RSI is more of a neutral zone right now. We are a little bit cooled off in comparison to what happened on the 6th, right? And this is something that we were expecting. We were running really, really hot. So it just makes sense to cool down a little bit and sell down, to more of an optimal level, ideally at the $2,050 level again, right? And then further leap up. And I think that's what's really going to happen going forward, right? I think the selling pressure hasn't really completely begin yet because of some of the positive news that we've been hearing so far. So I think as the international market wakes up later, us me in the U.S. going to sleep or us in the U.S. going to sleep on North American region, we should be experiencing some selling pressure maybe around midnight or as we wake up in the early morning around 6 a.m., which is the typical time that I've experienced some selling pressure, and then we sell across throughout the day until like 5 p.m. on the Eastern time or 4:30 around that time frame, and then we subsequently rebound to the Sunday. That sounds like a logical play based on how the chart is set up right now. So I see us actually going down to the $2,050 level and kind of hover from there. Again, right, the $2,050 level or anything below 2,000 is generally a very tough level to crack through because it's a mental psychological resistance level. 2,000 is a really is a flat number again, right? The 2,000 with 3 digits, right, is even more substantive in comparisons to like the 2 digits numbers, right, the hundreds, right? So great level to buy in. I would weigh off a little bit, but again, right, if you want to buy this for a long term, hold this for the next 5 to 10 years, like this level will be a huge discount if you think about this more of a macro level, right? So something to be mindful of, and that's the play that I'm going to be going with $2,050. I'm actually going to hold up for now and just wait for to further cool down despite being more neutral. But me again, right, I'm more of a risk averse investor. I don't ever just like load up because of emotions or like have that FOMO effect in play. So that's something to be to put that in your calculations as well. All right, just to recap on the numbers that we have in the technical analysis. Again, the $2,150 level, if you buy for a long term, this is a really substantive level that we've tested historically, right? However, with respect to the weekend that's coming, I do foresee us, to have some more selling pressure. I think we saw that already. We had that slight pump to the 2,170, and because of the not the sector rotation, but more like psychological rotation to shift to the weekend, that we are selling down a little bit to now at the 2,130. So that was something that was calculated, and that's something that we've foreseen. And it makes sense because people want to secure some profit, right? So I do see some more selling pressure at the $2,050 level. It wouldn't be surprising to me to see, to wake up with like a red day because today was a relatively positive day, right? On top of the fact that we had pretty much 8 consecutive positive news so far, 9 if you include the Sotheby one, despite the negative FOMC meeting and the negative labor report. But $2,050 level, I think that's like the bottom that we will be testing during this weekend, contingent on obviously Sunday or later on Saturday that we don't hear any crazy black swan news, right? That's something to be mindful of, right? All right, so that's it for today. Respect my technical analysis on Ethereum ticket ETH. Again, this is a redundant analysis. I know I'm doing it again, but I want to just be accommodating to the folks that are international, right? I know I'm based in the U.S., so with respect to my analysis, sometimes I might have a bias because I don't live in every single country and I don't have like completely full spectrum of how people think about cryptocurrencies in the cultural perspective, right? But I try to be as accommodating as possible by giving you my insights and my perspective. But hopefully you guys find it helpful. I do this for free. I don't really get paid for doing this, but I really appreciate you guys for showing the support. The reason I'm doing this is really to help people and to cultivate a community where we can help one another, right? But if you have any questions, again, feel free to hit me up. I'm relatively responsive all the time. And please hit the like button, subscribe button, all the bell notification, and watch out for the next coming up. Take care. Bye.